here's our garage. It's a typical 2-car garage, 22 feet by 22 feet, and you see I have 2 lifts installed. Both of them are raised right now. This one has a car on it, a car underneath it. This one right now is empty. I don't have Lorna's car in here, or do I have another car to put up here right now? What else can I tell you about this? Okay, I have shelves and whatnot in the garage right now are temporary. I plan to build all the built-in storage and do that, but I wanted to get the lifts in first since they pretty much dictate how everything else will go, since the biggest items here. There is plenty of room here. I was a little worried that with the columns of the lifts that it was going to make it tight to park the cars, to open the doors on either side by the columns, or to get between the cars, but there is actually plenty of room. We poke both cars in, we still have over 3 feet between them. Can open doors without dinging each car, whatnot. The driver's side door on this side, for instance, opens quite freely, lots of room to get out of the car. Same with the passenger side door on that side. The lift has a base. It has a little kind of bump up that we drive over. One set of wheels goes over the base. I thought that might be a bit of a nuisance or be uncomfortable, but it really isn't. It goes right over. And what just happened to work out is that in each case, with all our cars so far, once the front wheel gets over that base, the cars come in enough so we can close the garage door. We don't need any other markers to tell us how far we need to come into the garage. I see that one's actually got quite a bit of room. That car up top, that would be the tallest of the cars that we would put up on the lifts right now. And I do have both lifts high enough that I can walk underneath them. I'm 6'2", so that gives me plenty of room. I can walk under without bashing my head, so I don't have to duck. And you can see it actually is quite a tight fit. When the garage door goes up, I'll put it up in a minute, there's only a few inches to spare there. This was by design. I created a barn-style gambrel, like a gambrel-style roof, which is basically, you know, the way a barn looks from the outside, and it goes side to side instead of front to back. So the garage door has to follow the contour of that vaulted ceiling so that it is out of the way for the cars. And there the garage door is going up. And as you can see, I've got that car in with really only 2 or 3 inches to spare. Fits perfectly. Fits like a glove. Keeps the outer dimensions of the garage as small as possible. I'll just back out of the garage here for a minute. Get a shot from outside. There's Lorna's car. I'm just preparing to wash it right now. And you can see the profile of the garage. We took the existing basic roof, tore it off. We retained the perimeter of the roof, so the soffits, fascia, eaves troughs, and a little section of roof going right around the garage is from the existing, and then we built the gambrel style roof on top. The whole garage is only maybe a foot taller at its peak than it previously was, but we went from an 8-foot ceiling to a 12.5-foot ceiling at the center point. Let's give you another look at the garage from the outside. Just let me get across the yard here. Okay, there it is. Quite neat looking. In fact, I think it's quite attractive. A little bit higher. We noticed the roof a little more than we did the old roof, but it's really not that bad. A little bit of extra shade in the morning on our deck. That is pretty much east in that direction, so yeah, so that's south-facing backyard. Otherwise, we didn't affect the footprint of the yard at all, so the garage is exactly the same dimensions as it used to be. So, like I say, it used to be just a basic garage, bare stud walls, open truss, ceiling, you know, exposed rafters, everything else. It is now fully insulated, vapor barrier. The old single pane wooden windows were replaced with new vinyl double pane low E windows, and there's a furnace installed, gas furnace here as well, so we can actually heat the garage in winter, which would be kind of nice. And once I'm finished all our cabinetry and wall mount storage, everything's going to be nicely organized, and we should have no problem here. Our 2-car garage is now a 4-car.